Hello, sweethearts, and welcome to week 5 of the Let's Play Nostalgialympics. We've got Kid Icarus, Kid Icaragoo going here. It's a interesting little game. I mean, I've played a bit of it. I mean, there haven't been that many sequels to it. I mean, other than the 3DS one, the only one I can think of is that Game Boy one, but I've never played that, so I wonder how that is, anyway.
It's clearly the best of the three, honestly.
Ah! Jesus! Holy shit! Gash! Where the hell did you come from?
Well, from the internet, of course. Or from Germany.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Kid Icarus. So you like Kid Icarus, huh?
I do. It's pretty interesting. Of course, I'm more familiar to the other two in the series. Myths and Monsters and Uprising.
Dude, they have those goddamn son of a bitch eggplant wizards?
Yes, all of them.
Ugh. These things are bad, fellas. Let me tell you, kids, why eggplant wizards are bad. You get hit by those eggplants, you turn into an eggplant man. And you gotta find the hospital in this dungeon. And so you gotta go backtrack out of your way and try to find it. You can't attack while you're a stupid, dumb eggplant, and God, Nintendo. Yeah, it's unfortunate, ain't it?
It's a real Nintendo move, the ones that really make you furious.
Here's another Nintendo move, incidentally. You gotta go left here, because that's a good thing. Yeah, we're in a dungeon, in case you couldn't tell, because the first couple of levels of this game are horrible. Absolutely horrible. You are a weak, underpowered little angel man with a bow that can't do shit, and it's awful, and I don't like it. But then the game gets good, and you find hot springs to let you heal up. Did the Game Boy one work like that? Is it like, oh, you're an underpowered little wimp until you're not?
Well, yeah, kind of. The first levels of the Game Boy one are also the hardest, actually. But what makes NES Kid Icarus so hard in the first levels is that bottom of the screen, death pit.
Yeah.
It's really annoying, and because of that, like, 90% of the people don't get past stage 1-2. It's so fierce, this game. It's ridiculous.
That's why I started at 1-4, both because it's actually the good part of the game, and because, well, maybe none of you have actually really seen this far into the game before. I swear, this game actually is pretty great. I played the 3D Classics version on the 3DS. I got it for free from Club Nintendo, and I was like, oh, well, it's free, I might as well take it. But it was actually really good. We're already at the first boss. It's a Cerberus.
I think it's called Flamberus. Uprising gave it a name, maybe this one as well?
Okay, well, he's a Flamberus, and just get behind him. You got your little Pitts posse here. I freed them all by breaking statues, and they help out in the fight.
Yeah, you know, I really like that about the game, that you free these little cherubs. It really kind of links the boss fight and the dungeon together, so that you really need the dungeon to do well in the dungeon to do well against the boss.
Yeah, well, they help a little, yeah, but it's mostly your firepower. So now we're on the surface world, I guess, because World 1 of Kid Icarus is the underworld, so you start in hell, and it really does show, but now you're actually on the mortal coil, and it's a lot better. So
yeah. In the Game Boy one, the second world was probably the most annoying, because of a certain enemy that stole your sub-weapon. Do you have that kind of enemy in NES Kid Icarus?
Well, we'll just have to find out now, won't we? Now, this level is really nice. It has great music, and it's got these little rock golems falling from the sky, and they give big hearts. 10 each. That's great. I like it a lot.
Yeah. You pay in this game with the ripped out hearts of your enemies. And of course, an unfractured heart is a lot more worth.
Yeah. And the hot spring on the overworld. You know what didn't have a hot spring? World 1. That one in the dungeon was the only one in World 1. Why?
Well, it's pretty rare that you die from damage anyway. More from the 1,000 pits.
No, I end up dying from damage a lot in World 1, surprisingly.
Really?
Because I'm pretty good at platforming, aside from the ice physics in this game. The wonderful ice physics, which we will be seeing later, but You got another little challenge room there where you fight the nose goblins and you get a bunch of hearts. It's not hard, really.
Those nose goblins are real classics to me. Yeah. They look so weird.
They're so silly. That's also a good time to mention that Pit is green because in World 1, which I did off screen, I found a upgrade for the bow, which made him a little stronger. So he can do more damage, which is good considering that some things in this game take a lot of damage, you know.
Yeah, this game has got moderate RPG elements. The thing is, you can't really farm money or experience and all that because the game just doesn't let you. Yeah. That's something they fixed in the sequel on the Game Boy. I
guess you could, like, farm these fallen rock guys if you really wanted to stay here, but
you can.
That's nothing that we need to do. Oh, and there's a fun trick for these rooms. The God of Poverty is in one of these pots, and he'll take away all the items. But you can find out where he is by breaking those specific pots, and then depending on how many hammers you find, it's like you can determine where he is. I don't know how the hell you would know that without
you really can't.
Looking it up.
It's one of those Nintendo Power things.
Oh, God. I do believe I saw it in Nintendo Power. But this was also in the year 2007 when this thing came out on Virtual Console, so I don't know if they actually did it back in 1988. I mean, Nintendo Power, that didn't come out until 1988, and this game is 1986, so, yeah, I don't know if they really gave many hints for this one.
Who knows, but yeah, there are different sets of these treasure rooms, and as you said, depending on what you get, you know where the God of Poverty is.
Yeah. And Purple Pit, we upgraded her bow. A fun thing I should mention, the difference between this version and the 3D Classics version is 3D Classics version has a sort of save feature, kind of like Zelda. I believe the Famicom Disk System version of this game, which is what this came out on originally in Japan, had the same sort of thing, and you set your name. But that guy you saw, he said, "Glad you came, Pit." Well, on the 3D Classics version, he said, "Glad you came, Fresno. Here, take this."
Oh, you can input your name and stuff.
Also, if you press B and A on controller 2, you can haggle with these store clerks and lower prices, but your strength has to be high enough. It depends on if your strength is stronger than the world you're on. Like, I've got 3 strength now, and we're on World 2, so I can haggle with those guys. But you can't haggle with the black market guys. It's,
You know that sentence that he said, "I guess I can't win," that sounds so depressing. Mm-hmm. Later that day, the guy threw himself off a bridge.
Oh my God. I guess I can't win. Mama told me not to become a shopkeeper, but I couldn't listen. He had a bow. Oh yeah, harsh training. Yeah, it's just these floor tiles from Link to the Past come at you, and they're not hard at all. I mean, even if you get hit a couple times, it's not bad. Just sort of dodge, and if you see him swooping towards you, just hit him. It doesn't matter, because you've got enough health by now to survive, and you can pick your treasure. Now, I already picked the bow, which increases the length of your shot, so I'll take this staff thing. And you'll see what that does a bit later. It's a pretty neat little upgrade, I must say.
It's really funny that Zeus's definition of harsh training is making an assassination attempt at Pit. You can die in those rooms.
You sure can, but not if you're a true warrior of Palutenia.
Palutena.
Palutena. So the score is weird, and oh yeah, we powered up, got some extra health. The score thing is weird. It depends on a bunch of hidden variables, like how many shots you fire, how much damage you take, how many hearts you collect. Weird stuff like that the game tracks silently and doesn't actually tell you. Get used to that. It does it quite a lot, so if you're ever trying to beat this game and get the best ending, you're in for one hell of a ride.
Oh yeah. I think even missing shots against enemies affects your ending. Even tiny things like that.
Yeah, it's really great like that. And it's real easy to miss shots against enemies when these nose goblins are swooping in from every direction. Buggers. I Do you like them, Cash?
No, they smell funny.
Do you mean they smell funny, or the way they smell is funny? 'Cause they got big
Both.
noses. Oh my god. Yeah. And you think, oh, you're done with the nose goblins? No, of course you're not. No, nose goblins are all around in the mortal coil. That's just how it goes. You try to walk into your shed or something, you open the door, and all of a sudden, 8 nose goblins is coming at you. And it's like, ruined my day. I just wanted to get some peanuts.
These rooms are very annoying, but you kind of have to take them all. I mean, you need the hearts, you need the experience, all that jazz.
Nothing in here. I guess I'm not like...
What's even in those rooms?
I guess it's like upgrades if you're strong enough, if you've got enough experience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't have enough, but it's okay because I got everything I really need right now. And boy, thank goodness for that. I mean, gee.
Yeah. You barely made it there.
Yeah, if this was World 1, I'd be dead.
You'd be finished.
Aha! Yeah. And there's the Scepter's power. It gives you a little diamond shield. It helps.
I really have to wonder what kind of guy Pit is that his last words are, "I'm finished." Who would say that? I'm finished.
What does he say when he dies in the 3DS game? Does he yell, "Oh, I'm finished"?
Yes, that says it on the game over screen.
Oh yeah, you called it, but these little bastards right there, they steal your upgrades. So that means my long shot and my diamond shield. And there's like 8 of them. And they hop around kind of like flea men. I don't like them.
It's terrible.
But you can sort of get on high ground and let them hop away from you. What's with that stat? It's like a moai head with devil horns. What is that? And there's like palm trees. What? Where are we? What is this?
In whatever goes land.
Angel Land is really strange. This isn't the Mortal Coil. I don't know what the hell it is, but Petey Piranha wants to give us a goddamn smooch here. I don't know.
Well, they're a big problem. They can really mess you up, but you know what's even worse?
What's that?
Going to the same dentist as they.
Oh god. That's
Look at those horrible, horrible teeth.
Oh, and there's my favorite enemy, the Snowman. I love the look of this guy. He just screams classic Nintendo. And he's infinitely falling to his death over there.
I don't even know what happened to that one guy.
I don't know. He got caught in screen limbo. It's really terrifying, actually.
The NES ate him.
And he throws snowflakes, but he's actually more threatening, unlike a certain other guy who throws snowflakes. Blizzard Man! Oh, Jesus, it's fucking cold. I'm sorry.
No problem.
And there's the black market. You can't haggle with the black market guy, so it's like... It's overpriced, but usually it's good, but I don't really...
They're so expensive.
Yeah, I'll just buy a bottle there. Those things will... They give you a little health. If you lose all your health, it's great to have them, and they sell them in World 1, but you're not going to have enough hearts to afford them, so...
But you still had the... You had the barrel, right?
Yeah, I do have the barrel. I mentioned World 1 really stinks.
Yes, you did. It's terrible.
There's another reason why it kind of stinks. In the 1-2, they have ice platforms, right? Now, ice physics are pretty bad in the video game, but the ice physics in this game are ridiculous. Like, you can have ice physics preventing you. Like, let's say you're sliding along an ice platform and you jump, right? But you want to turn around. You can't turn around because the ice physics are still affecting you even though you're in the middle of the goddamn air.
Everyone hates ice physics. Wonder what happened to the guy who invented them. He probably slipped off a platform.
Yeah, he probably had an unfortunate skating accident. Even though I'm complaining a lot about the early game of Kid Icarus, from here on it actually gets really good. I really loved the 3D Classics version, and I know you loved the sequels, even though they had their moments, right?
Yeah, I liked 2 better than Uprising.
Oh, yeah.
Uprising is kind of weird in some way, but I don't think we have time anymore to talk about it.
We're just gonna kill these nose goblins and sign off. So I've been Freezing Inferno, joined by Gesh, my Kid Icarus expert sort of guy. And see ya.
Bis bald.